Hello, VIPKid world. Teacher Yvonne here. I figured I would make a little video for you guys because I've learned so much from all of you that I believe it's my turn to give back. So today's little video is about the reward system that I use every single day, probably for like 80% of my classes. Because it's so simple and you can use it for any level 2 to 6, and for both boys and girls, so it really doesn't matter. I've been with VIPKid for over a year and a half. For over a year. I'm on my third contract. And at the beginning, I printed out a few things that I still use every now and then, but rarely at this point, because eventually, once my students got that reward, maybe once or twice, they knew what was coming, they knew what the reward was about. So I decided to do something new. And so I have a stack of cash. I know giving money isn't new, but so this is how I do it, and maybe you already do it this way, but here it goes. So I have my Monopoly money, and there are fives in here, ones, a lot of tens, a few $100 bills, and there's only one $500 bill, which I might mention to the student as well, just, to let them know, by the way, you can win big. So what I do is that I just flip through the money. I just go like this. I tell them, okay, I'm gonna, flip through the money, and they need to say stop. And wherever they decide to stop, well, that's how much they get. So maybe, like $10. There you go. Good job. All right. 10 is so, I tell them, because there's ones and fives, but there's also 20s and 50s and hundreds, right? So either we might go, darn, or like, okay, not bad. You can make more, as they go through the lessons. So this is great because that's it. They just keep going up as the lesson goes on. And if it's a student that I have maybe once or twice, a month. So for those irregular students, it's fun because they just really want to try and make more than last time, or they even forget how much they made last time. So it's a whole new game again. And really, sometimes they just want to find that $500 bill, which is really funny. But I also have regulars that I see 4 or 5 times a week. And eventually I notice, they would make it up to, let's just say, $650. And that's amazing because I would add as classes went on. But they couldn't buy anything. So it was like, great, you made a lot of money. So what? So I decided to give them something. And I can't give them anything, physical that they can hold in their hands. I mean, I'm not going to eat a cookie in front of them to say, hey, you got a cookie and here you go. So what I decided to do is make a list of things that I can do for them or that we can do together. So here's my little list, written by hand. So I will sing for them for $250, whatever song they have picked for me or that I know, or they can sing with me, whichever they prefer. We can have a dance party. I will repeat 3 words in Chinese, which has been used quite often because they think it's just so funny. And then yet sometimes they're very impressed when I can repeat it. So I can show them a picture of anything that would be interesting to them. So I live in Canada, and I've told them, I can take a picture of the snow outside, of the snowman I made with my kids, or if we're talking about food, maybe I would mention I could take a picture of the supermarket here in Canada so that they can see what it looks like for us. And it's the same idea for the video that I would make for them. They can either choose, or I just thought of this, I could have a few videos all ready to go, and they could just choose the one that they want to see. We can also play a game for $600, so tic-tac-toe at the end of class, or whichever game they prefer. And then finally, I have a tea party that I added not too long ago because a student and I, through discussion, just thought it would be so much fun if we could have a tea party together, being across the world, one in Canada, one in China, and yet we could just have fun drink our tea, eat our cookies. So that's what we did. We brought our own tea and our own cookie, and then just, drank and ate as the lesson went on. And she showed me her whole box of cookies. So that was amazing. That was a lot of fun. So there you go. There is my very simple and easy reward that I use all the time. That is always a lot of fun, because either it's a challenge just to get up there and make a lot of money, or just to eventually exactly that have enough money to buy something that I will then do or show them. So there you have it. I do use other rewards. I'm somewhat of a minimalist, so I don't use very many. I have 3 other go-to rewards, and that's it. And it's worked just fine, and they all enjoy it. So I just wanted to show you what I do, and maybe you can use it in your own classroom as well. All right, thank you. Bye, guys.